What, you have a podcast?
Really?
Computer, show the historical documents.
It's just time for a theocratic monarchy. King Trump, for life. Let's go.
I said, no, Sean, I'm going to be a dictator. I said that.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Recovery from Politics Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Frame, and today is Tuesday, April 30th, 2024. Still haven't resolved an issue with the video. Sorry about that, but you still get me. So I saw something that is just driving me absolutely insane. The Hill is reporting, here's the headline, Biden makes play for Florida, Trump's new home state. And they're talking about how Obama beat Mitt Romney in 2012 in Florida, so they should definitely go all in, and they think that the big, huge key is Roe v. Wade being overturned is the huge linchpin to his entire election, and yeah, everything. Now, the first flaw I'm going to point out is the abortion one. Now, I don't think it's wrong to campaign on it. Absolutely campaign on it. That is an issue that fires up your base. That's good. It also definitely gets some of those middle squishes. The problem I have with it is that it's unproven in a presidential race. Okay? Let's be honest. We all knew Roe v. Wade was the goal all the way back in 2016. And we knew, because the Republicans kept screaming it, that if you let Hillary Clinton win, the Roe v. Wade will stay in power forever. Like, they made that claim, and they were probably right. My problem is that just doesn't, it hasn't translated to a presidential election yet. So putting all your eggs in this basket of it's going to be abortion, it's going to be about that, woohoo, is really short-sighted to me. I just think you could better spend your resources elsewhere. You could do other things. Perhaps stop aiding and abetting the genocide, for example, as just one tiny example of maybe how you could shore up your own base. Definitely run on abortion, but making that your number one issue, especially in a state like Florida, I'm sorry, man. I just don't see it. The other thing is that this reminds me a hell of a lot of Hillary Clinton's 50-state strategy. So Hillary was so sure of her win. She was out fundraising Trump like crazy. Trump, obviously, totally not qualified to be president, had never held any kind of elected office anywhere. She, meanwhile, ran on the, self-designated, I am the most experienced person to ever be president ever. Debatable, but okay, that was her thing. First woman, glass ceiling shattering, woohoo, all out. She was so fucking happy that Trump was it. And don't forget, they wanted Trump. That was another part of 2016. Hillary Clinton's campaign said Trump is the one, he's the easiest one to beat. And they never bothered to think, the only Democrat in the race that year who made Trump a viable contender was Hillary Clinton. But whatever. She was so fucking happy that she got Donald Trump to be her, competitor, that they unveiled a 50-state strategy. We're going to expand the base. We're going to turn red states blue. This bitch was looking at Reagan-type wins and thinking, fuck yeah, this is me, because the idiot Republicans just nominated Trump. And obviously that bit her in the ass, because in her quest for red states that were never fucking going to vote for her, she neglected blue states that turned red for Trump. And I'm hoping that's not what I'm seeing, but that's what it sounds like to me when somebody says Biden's going to start heavily campaigning in Florida. No, he's losing swing states. Regardless of general election polls that sometimes show him a few points ahead, sometimes show him a few points behind, depending whether or not RFK Jr. or Cornel West are in the race or counted or not, and Jill Stein and all that BS. It doesn't matter. What matters is the state by state, the county by county, the really small details, because again, in 2020, Joe Biden may have won by like 7 million votes. He really only won by about 20,000. 20,000 people vote differently in 2020 in the wrong county, and we still have President Trump today. So this isn't one of those, yeah, let's go out and, run up the score bullshit elections. This is an election where you need to get down and dirty. You need to go to the swing states. Florida is not a swing state. I don't care if your projections say that abortion is going to be a huge hot button issue. I really don't see it. I'm sorry. It has not translated to huge wins. Okay? You can point to individual propositions because Americans like it, but they have not switched parties. Tennessee's still Republican. Ohio's still Republican. Alabama's still Republican. Like, there is no metric that says the Democrats have any chance in hell of flipping those states at the state level, right? There's no congressman running right now as a Democrat in my district who is making waves and is like, fuck yeah, I'm going to take it, because have you seen this bullshit going on in Alabama? No. No one is capitalizing on it. No one's organizing on it. No one's fundraising off of it. So this idea that the presidency is going to be any different, I'm sorry. If you can't win the state houses, you're not going to do it. Florida is not flipping blue. I would love to be wrong. I just don't see it. And I think prioritizing flipping a red state over paying attention to your own swing states that traditionally vote blue, okay? Michigan, Wisconsin, these are states you can win that are on the ballot. Especially Michigan, with its high contingent of Muslim Americans. They have all coalesced into specific counties. This is how we got Ilhan Omar and others. They've all coalesced in specific counties, specifically to change elections. Okay, they were very smart. I don't know if it was by design or if it just kind of happened or how the immigration laws worked, but similar to Cubans in Florida, they have blocked themselves into one specific spot to give themselves as much electoral power as possible. Biden is losing them. Every day he does nothing, or, at a minimum, being generous, you could say he's doing nothing. But every day he's aiding and abetting the genocide of Muslims, that's going to hurt him. Those are the 20,000 votes he needs. If you said Biden's going to spend the entire month of May in Michigan trying to win them over, okay, that's solid. I don't know what his plan is, but whatever. That at least makes sense to me. Trying to flip a red state blue in this election, when again, the odds, this is the thing that infuriates me so much about Biden. He keeps telling me, and the Democrats keep telling me, Trump is an existential threat to the country. And I believe them. I just listen to what the fuck the man says. Trump says he will be a dictator. Trump says all the horrible shit that, authoritarians and dictators say. So I don't need Biden to say that. But when Biden says that, has a whole speech about it, multiple speeches about it, and the whole Democratic Party is mobilized around Donald Trump is unfit, and if you elect him, democracy's fucking over. And then I see bullshit like Biden's going to try to flip red states. Like, no. You yourself keep saying how important this election is. We keep believing you, and then you keep doing shit to undermine it. It's nuts to me that that's what's going on. I keep seeing it, and it's completely batshit to me. What are you doing? You are aiding and abetting a genocide, which pisses off the youth in this country, as witnessed by the college students going on right now. You're banning the most popular app with younger voters, TikTok. And now you say you're going to spend all your money, you're going to dump all this money into a red state that doesn't fucking like you. That never will. Okay? I was talking about the Muslims up in Michigan who you need to be paying attention to. You also need to be paying attention to the Cubans down in fucking Miami, because they are not going to vote a Democrat because they have been brainwashed into thinking that you're a communist. So this whole thing just like reeks to me of 2016 all over again. It's like, was anyone else fucking paying attention to this thing, or was it just me? And how on earth is it just me sitting here at home in front of my computer, and I'm able to see the pitfalls and the mistakes being made. Yet for some reason, these high-paid, high-priced, like uber-educated, Harvard, Yale alumni, fuckhead babies are sitting there, and they're the ones advising the president to do this shit. So I don't know if it's top down or bottom up as far as strategy goes on how to get Biden reelected. But if you're an advisor to the president right now, and you happen to hear this, slap him in the face and tell him you need to change course. If you get fired, so be it. And honestly, if the president is dictating this because he's still living all the way the fuck back in the 80s, good God. It's your job to write an op-ed, not an anonymous one. Come out and be like, hey, everybody, he may not be senile, but he is stuck in the past, and he is going to lose this election because of it. If ever there was an opportunity to switch horses, now's the time. But if you do it anonymously, or you do a bunch of, you hear the stories, a bunch of White House advisors, left in protest, and they're all unnamed, or they're all really low level. No, I need some high level people to do it. I don't know if this is somebody's convincing Biden this is the way to go, or if Biden's convincing or just telling them this is the way to go. But either way, it's absolutely stupid. Just the amount of hubris behind it. I mean, seriously, the way that Biden is acting in his policy decisions, in the speeches he gives, makes it sound a lot like he's taking this election for granted. Like he already knows, this is in the bag. Trump's not going to win. He's going to lose his trials. Like, first off, we don't know if he's going to lose his trials. As the Trump lawyers have said, you only need one asshole. You only need one MAGA individual on that jury to say, nah, sorry, I don't believe a thing that prosecutors or judges tell me because that's what Fox News tells me. Now, I don't believe that's going to happen personally. I point to previous trials with Trump's, loyalists or whatever, and they fell in. And there were a few of them who said, look, I'm hardcore MAGA. I went in trying to give this person who worked for the president the benefit of the doubt. I tried. I really wanted to because I believed all the bullshit on Fox News. But at the end of the day, this motherfucker was guilty, so I had to go along. So there's no evidence that MAGA, when actually put in that courtroom and has to see him for 8 hours a day and then decide based on the evidence, there's no evidence that a juror will actually do that. And I would suggest these jurors do have to sit within feet of the man for 8 to 10 hours a day. They're seeing him nod off. They're probably smelling his farts. Okay, they're seeing him being a belligerent ass to the judge. Okay, this is common. This is known. They've also witnessed him attacking one of their fellow jurors who had to be dismissed. Like, I find it hard to believe even the most hardcore of hardcore MAGA is going to sit there for several hours a day, seeing how this man acts, and not come away with, holy fuck, Fox News has been lying to me the whole time. Like, what am I going to believe? Fox News or my own lying eyes? Because this guy's right fucking there. So, I don't believe in the whole, there's a MAGA plant who's going to flip this. I mean, maybe this is me believing in the betterment of humanity, and I don't really believe that. I think having, be exposed one-on-one with Trump in the room, it's going to be hard to deny what you're seeing. So that's one thing, but it really seems to me like Biden is taking a lot of this for granted. Like he thinks, where the and this is a mistake the Democrats always make, where's the left going to go? They have no one else to vote for. Like, that's the bullshit. And again, there's also this part of me that does believe there's a slight, I wouldn't call it conspiracy, just an acknowledgement by Democratic leadership. Hey, we fundraise really well when Trump is in office. We win midterms like crazy when he is in office. And that's a fact. So it's not hard to see possibly an incentive structure with somebody like Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, and the rest of them to be like, yeah, it'd be great if Biden won, but, hey, we do pretty fucking well when Trump is in office. Like, he's a perfect foil for us. He gives us easy stuff. We don't even have to strategize. We just open up Shitter and see what he said. And then that's our day plan. And the Republicans, look at how in disarray they are. They can't do anything right. That's the same kind of mentality that gave us Trump in the first place. So there are those people who believe, oh, there's no difference between the two sides, or no matter which side wins, we lose, and they're actually not that far apart on policy. I disagree. I don't think it has anything to do with policy. It's all about power and money. And when Trump's in office, when he is president of these United States, the Democrats collect a lot of power and a lot of money. So I don't necessarily see them thinking this is a bad thing. Same thing with our media, by the way. MSNBC, their ratings go up when a Republican is president. Fox News ratings go up when a Democrat is president. This is just fact. We have a for-profit media. What do you think drives this? Why do you think all these newspapers keep writing articles attacking Biden's age, yet ignoring Trump's similar age and multiple gaffes? They give him a pass on his Nazi words and his white supremacy and all his authoritarian bullshit. But if Biden steps out of line, even a smidge, full front page article. Why do they do that? It's in their incentive. It's in their best case scenario for the race to be close up until the election day. It's even better. You know what was great for them? 2016, or no, not 2016, excuse me, 2020, where it took a few days to find out who was president. Oh my God, they sold so many newspapers. There were so many clicks. Everyone was on the internet updating constantly, trying to see who the fuck won this election for several days after the 2020 election. It was great for them. They fucking loved it. They would love nothing more than, and in a perfect world, I do believe this, you know, the media would love nothing more than for Biden to win, and it's fucking close as shit, and Trump gets to run it to the courts and threaten another coup. Oh, they love it. I hate our media, but that's probably what they're hoping for. They love it. They hope this time there's more blood, there's more bodies, a real coup, a real one. Maybe they will hang the vice president. Wouldn't that be great for ratings? So that's why this all feels so crazy. I don't think it's a conspiracy. Like, I don't think there's a room full of people in some kind of cabal saying, yes, you do this and you do this and we'll make this perfect. Like, there is no Bene Gesserit, like, people controlling things. There's no puppet master. That's the thing that's so scary about this. This is all happening accidentally by the most powerful and supposedly intelligent and educated people on the planet. And all this is still happening. Like, call me crazy. I almost wish there was a puppet master pulling the strings on this. That would actually give me some comfort. I get conspiracy theorists. I get them. I wish there were some lizard people. I really do. And they were controlling everything and all of it. Like that would give me comfort. The same way as, like, when I die, I hope there's an afterlife. I'm an atheist, but, you know, the door's open. Hey, sure, if I die and there's an afterlife, hey, cool. I'll be shocked and then kind of happy, even if it's hell, because it'd be like, hey, cool, so it's not over. The story's not over. That's comforting. It's very comforting. But I know deep down in reality, it's a lot scarier than that. When you go, the lights just turn off. That's it. Remember how it was before you were born? It'll go right back to that. And the world will keep on spinning, and everything will be the same, and nothing will have changed. That was your existence on this earth. And that's really scary and terrifying on one level. And that's the same thing here, where you've got Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Berkeley educated individuals, the smartest people of their class. They were the smartest in high school, the smartest in college. Now they're the best at what they do, and they work at the White House, and they are fucking up so much. And it's like, holy shit, these are the best and brightest? I mean, seriously, in what world could I, who did not go to college, who's never worked in government, who hasn't ever even volunteered on a campaign, how can I sit here with the hubris I have on a podcast and tell you, hey, I think this is the way it's going to go? Well, shit, when you look at what the experts are doing, I can't be that far off. I can't be so fucked up and often left-wing when I'm looking around at this dumpster fire we call Earth, and especially American politics, and we're like, fuck, maybe I will listen to this guy named Kyle on the internet. I mean, he can't do any worse than the rest of the punditry. And also, I'm not making $1 off of this. I don't care who fucking wins. From a financial standpoint, it doesn't matter, because I'm not making any money. I don't want any money, so keep it. Anyway, end rant. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.